If you live here in the Northwest, salmon become a piece of your culture, a piece of place, a piece of your heart and soul.
The rivers just aren't the same. Every river was packed with fish all the time. It just all disappeared almost overnight.
The numbers are really a fraction of what they once were. And to be fair, also a fraction of what these watersheds can support. Right now is a very critical time for a little more aggressive action. The Hood Canal Steelhead Project was an incredible collaboration of 16 partners, including NOAA, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, Department of Fish and Wildlife, the Forest Service, and then locally, the Skokomish tribe, the Port Gamble tribe, as well as the Hood Canal Salmon Enhancement Group.
The Hood Canal Steelhead Project, I got involved with it through my work with along the Kings and the Hood Canal Salmon Enhancement Group back in the late 1990s. And that kind of spawned this larger effort to look at the effects of conservation hatcheries on steelhead populations in Hood Canal.
Today we are going through our 4-year-old steelhead adults. They were laid as eggs from wild returning fish to the North Fork of the Skokomish River. We are going to check them to make sure that they're mature, which means that the females are expressing eggs and ready to spawn.
We would find the red, the place where the fish spawned, and then we would go take some of the eggs out of the gravel.
And we brought them back to the hatchery.
We raise them here in very uncrowded conditions and put them back in the river when they're ready to spawn.
We've given them a good diet, optimal conditions to grow. You just hope that you gave them everything they need to be successful and thrive. Here we are going to release these fish, and then within 3 to 36 hours, they will have spawned the next generation. It's really powerful.
They were going to go extinct, and they're not going to now.
That's change. Hopefully, that's lasting change.
The Hood Canal Steelhead Project has generated substantially more critical information than we ever imagined it would. We've learned a lot about the life history of steelhead and how the varying habitats in Hood Canal shape their life history.
Steelhead move out of Hood Canal near the surface of the water. And we found out that they hit the Hood Canal Bridge. There's a myriad of predators on that bridge.
The Hood Canal Bridge is really the big elephant in the Hood Canal, and any effort that we can put toward fixing that problem is going to make a massive impact on Hood Canal steelhead populations. As habitat restoration practitioners, we have a great handle on what's happening within the freshwater systems. The missing piece is what's happening in the ocean.
To understand salmon, we need to understand what's going on locally as well as in the high seas.
We don't really know what happens in the ocean. We've sort of built an entire system, and sort of an ecosystem of research and management based on what happens when salmon come back. What if they don't come back?
The purpose of this expedition is to really try and understand the high seas ocean ecology of Pacific salmon. We'll look at the water chemistry. We'll take zooplankton nets, send those down, sample the prey base, and then we'll also use big trawls. So we're catching fish and then whatever else is associated with them.
The primary objective of the North Pacific Anadromous Fish Commission is to promote the conservation of anadromous stocks. And the member countries are Canada, Japan, the Republic of Korea, the Russian Federation, and of course the United States. And the idea of the International Year of the Salmon Initiative is primarily to connect people across the Northern Hemisphere that are working on salmon outreach and research, and try to get people to work together more effectively to build resilience for salmon and for people.
It is completely an international issue of helping understand what's going on. And I think it's really important too that we all bring a different perspective to it.
When you're trying to connect things across huge scales like that, all the governance and the agencies, all the structure, you need people that can connect those dots. And Long Live the Kings has done that. I can say unequivocally that the expedition would not have happened without the efforts of Long Live the Kings. If you have a hope for salmon, it's going to be the same hope that you have for people, that we're coexisting in a society that respects environment, and we have a functioning environment in terms of freshwater, coastal, and high seas ecosystems.
And our hope is that the legacy of the IOAS will be to build this network of people that are connected across countries and across sectors that can more effectively work together to understand what's happening to salmon in the rapidly changing world we live in, and to help salmon and the people that depend on salmon to thrive in an uncertain future.